Hello guys, in today's video we are cutting 6 pieces skirts for beginners. This is for beginners. So you measure the person's length, like you fold your fabric into two. You measure the person's length, the skirt length, like this woman's skirt length is 37. You measure, place your tape, you measure from the waist to 37. Place your tape and have always removed that write up on this so from waist to the hip is 9. It's a standard measurement. From waist to the knee is 19. So when you're measuring skirts, 19 from waist to hip, 9 from waist to the knee, 19. Then you measure length down. Now her waist is 40 something divided by 6. You measure the person's waist 14. I think her waist is 48 divided by 6. I think I got 8, and the 8 I divided by 2, which is 4. I'm marking 4 on top of her waist, 4 on top of her hip, 4 on top of the knee. Then you see me joining the dots with a ruler. I can't believe that chalk is not showing very well on this fabric. So I slant my ruler from the knee to slant it to give it a flay. So that's flay to the distance you measure is 12. Mostly you can do 10, but 12 is okay, so that the flay will flow. I did 12 for her. She doesn't want too much sereresha. So you cut out what you have measured. From the waist to the hip is 9. From the hip to the from the waist to the knee is 19. Is that 19 that will give this flay, will slant our ruler, because the down you measure 10 or 12. Wideness of 10 or 12 you measure to get this flay. Yes, this wideness right now on the down is 12. On her ankle is 12 or 10, know how you want it. So let's measure the side, the two sides in front. You remember it's 6 pieces, so the same 9, 19 you mark your ruler. Then that's the length of the skirts. That is 37. So we'll mark it. We'll join the dots. Join this 19, that's the knee. I'm still measuring the down so that I will cut out the excess down, because her length is 39. Still the what you measure. So remember, we got divided by 6 is 8. Her hip divided by 6 is 8. You place your tape. You get from 1 to 8 this side, on top of the waist, on top of the hip right now, and I place my tape to get the 8. I join the 8 together from 1 to 8. You see, join it, the wideness of 8. That's the knee, where the knee stop. That is where it stops. I wish you can zoom. Then before you slant to get your flay, this is where this side you can put your flay. The wideness of this flay, the two sides, I gave her 20. I measured 20. She doesn't want too much. If somebody that wants too much flay, you can give 23, 25. Self can go, but the Ankara will finish. So now let's give 2.5 inches sewing on the allowance on the hip. You see where on your hip, where the line of the hip is, 2.5 inches sewing allowance from the line you drew before. You drew the lines down to the knee. Draw it down to the waist. Remember, we are using her hip measurement to do all this. You see the curve right now. It's 2.5 inches you give. On the hip, you shape it down to the knee, shape it down to the waist. That's how you get these two sides measurements. That sewing allowance is enough for everything. See that curve right now. See it, but you see how he's looking. It's 2.5. That's straight 2.5 inch you give to. That's what it gave this curve. You curve to the down to your knee. You see, that was the 2.5. I'm showing you right now the 2.5 inches that you gave, that gave you that curve. So see the center front and see the side. This side is 2. Remember, we are folding our materials into 2. We are folding our fabric into 2. The side is 2. So it's time to cut the back of our 6 pieces. We have already gotten it to the center and the side. The side we cut was folded into 2. So we have to we'll place the center front. We'll place the center front on top of the fabric. All you have to do is to give your zip allowance. 1.5 inches zip allowance is okay. Like I gave 1.5 inches zip allowance. Then on the hip, that hip line that we measured 9.19. You remember before the flake curve. Measured 1/2 inch first to get my hip the way it will curve with 2.5 inches that time. So now I add my 1.5 inches, my 1.5 inches to get the zip. And now we'll have already add what do they call it, bum to it. Remember, this is the back. We'll have to give a flake cut at that center front, unlike the front that will cut. After cutting it, this material is making the chalk. We are not seeing the chalk. Even me, I'm not seeing the chalk when I saw the video. I'm not seeing the chalk right now. Okay, now see, when we remove the front, you see those people that want serre to be long at the back, you can draw your chalk down. You can place material and cut it more. That's why I draw that chalk for you to see. Now see that hip. You see how the hip back, you notch from your zip allowance. How is this cut? See how it's looking. This is the center back right now. Then now let's cut the side back. The 2 side back. We have cut the center front, the center back. Now is the 2 side back. We'll place that side that will cut for the front on top of it. The only difference is that we are giving 1/2 inches for the bumps too, still, for our bum to sit properly. Still mark 9.19. See now add 1/2 inches on the hip side. See how I curve it to the waist and to the knee side. That's the only difference for the 2 sides, the back 2 sides. After cutting it, you will see the difference still. So when you are sewing, you will know the difference. That okay, this is the 2 side back, and this is the 2 side front. Okay, now you see the difference. Only 1/2 inch to give that, so that our bum will sit properly at the back. See it now. See the back. See the 2 side back. This is the center and the side for front. Abi, see the front, the center, the 2 sides right now. The 2 sides right now. I see the flame. Remember, we were folding all the fabric into 2. So this is the center back. See the zip allowance. See the zip allowance. I notched whenever you give zip allowance, notch. I gave the zip allowance. This is the center back, this is the side back. Thank you for watching. I hope this video was useful, and bye.